Today, I will tell you a newly released suspense thriller. It is directed by Lee Wannell, written and directed by Lee Wannell. This is his latest masterpiece since The Invisible Man, and the horror coefficient is closer to reality. The story begins in 1995 a farm in Ohio, starting from it's remote and sparsely populated. The usual power supply relies on generators, and food comes from simple plastic greenhouses. On the surface, life on the farm is like a paradise. But in fact, there is an unknown secret hidden here. The male protagonist, Blake, is an 8-year-old boy, after having breakfast on time. His father will take him to the depths of the forest for basic training. They have lived here for generations, so learning hunting is a compulsory course since childhood. His father told him that death is the easiest thing in the world, but living requires specific survival skills. While they were talking, a deer suddenly appeared. Seeing this, the father quickly called his son, but just as they raised their guns to aim at the prey, it walked into the blind spot of their sight. The disappointed father had to put down his gun, turned around and found his son was gone. It turned out that Blake had gone around to the other side. He thought the angle here could better capture the target. However, when he looked carefully, the prey in front of him had turned into a human. In horror, he observed again, but the figure had disappeared again. At this time, the anxious father ran over. He scolded his son for acting without authorization. The aggrieved Blake wanted to argue, but suddenly a strange roar came from directly ahead. This sound was definitely not that of any animal they had heard. The unknown fear instantly enveloped the father and son. They quickly evacuated with their guns. They luckily found a shelter. Without hesitation, they climbed up. To take shelter, the father subconsciously aimed his gun at the entrance.